guys, good afternoon. Today is Monday and it's currently like about 1:30 and I've already been to Singerlings and I've been busy in the kitchen trying to make some preparations for my Christmas goodies. I've been infusing gin today with lovely crab apples, quinces and spices to make some nice spiced gin for presents for people. And I'm doing all little bits like that today, but in little staggered lumps because it's my first day that I've actually been like out and about on my own in the car since the operation that I had. So yeah, it was really nice to get out and about, but I'm a bit sore still. I just thought I'd give you an update. So today I'm cycle number 2, second day of AF, so a bit heavy, and obviously the first couple of days is always groggy, isn't it? Because sometimes you get a bit of tummy ache, sometimes you might have a bit of backache. I personally am just a little bit moody usually, and I just feel a bit uncomfortable because you just constantly feel yucky down below, and also you feel a bit bummed for the first few days because you haven't conceived your little baby, which is a bummer. But as I was I was going to do a video yesterday, but it was a Sunday and we were really busy with putting up Halloween decorations. The kitchen is full of them. We've got like ghosts and pumpkins and skeletons, and we really do go overboard because there's obviously 5 children who all love the magic of Christmas, the beautiful wizardry of Halloween. We do the works. So yeah, it doesn't look particularly tasteful. I've tried to keep one side tasteful with little autumn leaves and pumpkins and candles, but litro, it is full of plastic nonsense that we've picked up along our ways and walks through the supermarket in the last few years. So yeah. So we were doing all that yesterday and I really didn't get a chance to do a video, and to be honest I didn't really feel like vlogging. I'll give you a little update because the last time you saw me, if you only follow me on YouTube, was 13 DPO, when that is my golden day. If I'm pregnant, I really think I would be showing a faint squinter by 13 DPO. But like all of you guys, I'm sure we all do the same. We hold on to every little hope and gleam that maybe maybe implantation took place day 10, 11, 12, and then it takes 2 to 3 days for the HCG to run through. We all go through it. I know that implantation is 3 DPO to 12 DPO, and the sort of golden time is 6 to 12 DPO. Yes, you can implant at 12 DPO, but I didn't really have any pinching or any implantation bleeding or any cramping, nothing at all. All I had was very hot flashes. I was getting those right up until a couple of days ago in my bed, and I had to open the window. That was a good sign for me because that's how I felt when I was pregnant before. Lots of CM. I did have lots of CM, but as I said to you guys, 12 DPO it did dry up a bit, so it was constant, really constant flowing, and then 12 DPO not as much, 13 DPO not as much, and that's a bit how I go. I sort of have, if I'm pregnant it'll continue all the way through, but it was that lovely creamy sort of colour that I look for, and I was really hopeful because it was in abundance and it was lots of it. But like I say, 12, it was there, but I did maybe a panty line. I didn't need like 2 or 3 like the day before. So yeah, the CM was easing up, but it was there. So I did have a few little symptoms there. And then I did take a test, 14 DPO. I didn't film it because it was a real quick test because it was a Saturday morning. And I did think I saw a line, but it was like I'd left it 10 minutes, like did the test, had a shower, raced around, looked at it, and I thought, I just don't know whether it is or not. So I just didn't want to raise my hopes, and I thought, you know what, I'm due on tomorrow, let's just wait it out. I did a test in the morning, Sunday morning, because I still ain't come on AF, and I was thinking, wow, normally I come on in the night of the 28th day, early hours of the morning, and it was like 6:30 and I'd still not come on. And I was like, maybe I am pregnant. Maybe that CM that was slightly an orangey sort of pinky colour might have been implantation on day, because I had pinching on day 4 DPO that I did notice, and a little bit more I think on 8 DPO, but it might have just been with this operation that I've had, like twinges. But I did think maybe that was implantation on day 8, and maybe I'm not going to show until today on a test. And I was getting hopeful, I really was, and I was looking at every which way for this little strand of faint positive, but I don't know, I thought I saw a line and I didn't. I really thought I saw a line on that test that I put on Instagram. If you're not on Instagram me, join me at Ingrid Ingy Mama Love. I do put my tests up there, and we do sometimes have private conversations if you want to chat to me. It's a great way to message me and be friends. But I did put it on there, and like 3 or 4 of you did put Yeah, you saw a line. I did, when I zoomed in, see a line, but do you know what? I think it's that horrible indent line that's obviously caught the light of the camera. That's what I think it must have been, because I don't know that it was a chemical pregnancy, because I didn't test too early, I don't think, for my standard. 10 DPO isn't early for me, is it? I've started, since I've been vlogging, I have started being tempted to do them at 8 and 9 DPO, but this time round we started at 10 DPO, which brings me on to what I'm going to do different this cycle. So I do feel better. Last cycle I felt crap because I thought I really was pregnant, and it just came as a blow that I wasn't. But this time round I'm thinking it was a bit more of a relaxed approach. I was on my prenatal vitamins, but we just baby danced when we felt like it, and I didn't, yeah, I knew it was in the middle of my cycle, but I wasn't like dead on it. And when Aaron didn't feel like doing it the night that I had that positive OPK, the only one I did the whole cycle, I didn't stress. I was like, yeah, right, whatever. And then we did it the next night, but I did in my heart think, well, we did it the night before and the night after. You know, you sort of, you know, you're trying to stay calm and not baby minded completely, but it was a relaxed approach for me anyway. The only thing I didn't do was some, you know, when I race around loads, and you know, we all do it, shouting at the kids, get your shoes on, have you cleaned your teeth yet? You know, have you combed your hair? Let me quickly plait your hair. It's very full on hectic like that, and I think I've just got to do that in the mornings once I've done their lunch boxes and they've had breakfast, clean their teeth. If they want to, you know, I'm very much, because it's a, you know, I like everything put away before they go to school. Maybe if there's a few toys out, I can put them away when they've gone to school, and maybe, you know, sort of, I have everything. I can't change my routine much more. I've got all their shoes and bags near the door. My husband does the school run. We split everything 50-50. I just think the shouting I could ease up on a bit, because in the mornings I do shout, but not nastily. I'm not horrible mum or anything, not shouty horrible mummy. It's just, I was saying to Jem, who follows me on here, who's also got 5 children, pregnant with number 6. Congratulations, you've announced it now. That's brilliant. Yeah, it's just, you can't help it, you know, when you're calling them for supper time and they don't hear you. One's upstairs listening to music, one's on the Xbox, one's doing a jigsaw in their bedroom, one's sat at the breakfast bar chatting to you. You're like, breakfast, supper, and they don't hear you, and you do go, I've said supper, it's getting cold, and you might say it 3 times. I'm going to try and chill out, because I don't think shouting helps, you know, the whole implantation conception process. And my life isn't stressful, as in, like I said to you a couple of vlogs ago, I have, like, yes, racing around, mummy things, working mum things that stresses me out, but nothing like horrible marriage, miserable mental health, anything like that. I'm really fortunate. I've got a balanced diet, I've got a nice husband, everything is good, so there's no reason for me to be too stressed, apart from, yes, I was concerned about my mole that I've just had off because it was cancerous, but they've taken the cancerous bit off. I just had the other bit for precaution, precaution, the chunk of skin. It's left me very sore, in quite a lot of pain, but I'm really praying everything will be all right from that biopsy. It was caught early. I'm really lucky. So that was the only element of stress in my life, and the shoutiness in the morning. So I think next cycle, that is what I'm going to change. I was saying what I'm going to do differently, so I'm definitely not going to do OPKing. Only when I feel the niggles I will do it. So again, you might see an OPK positive one that I put up on Instagram saying, yep, I am all systems go, but it might be that I've had sex the night before or the day before that, or I might not even be wanting to. I'm just going to do the relaxed approach because we enjoyed it more and we had more fun. 100% I'm going to do that. Try to not stress as much as in shouting. That's the other thing. I'm on prenatal vitamins still, and my husband's just started taking a supplement of vitamin D, which is in a chewy gummy form, just because we don't get a serious amount of sunlight here, so it will help him, and it just gives you a better mood, and his multivitamin hasn't got an awful lot of that in. And also we're going to do apple cider vinegar. Now there's a lot of you TTCers out there on IVF and all sorts of TTC and journeys who are doing this as well, and it's basically 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar in boiled water, and you leave it to go cool and drink it like a drink once a day. And I've read up on it, as well as got advice from Tanika, and she does it too, and I'm just going to do it as from today, like day 2 of my cycle, right up until baby dancing days, so through my ovulation stage. So I'll do it for about 3 weeks, just once a day, and then I'll stop doing it in my 2-week wait, and that's what I'm going to do. And that really is meant to increase your quality of cervical mucus and the sperm. So my husband's not that up for it, to be honest. He was like, no, I always do a prenatal, I'm happy to do the baby dancing whenever, you know, I don't eat crap, I'm not doing it. But it is good for sperm apparently. But I did think, well, as long as I'm doing it, I might be able to sneak a drink into him, but he wasn't really up for it. So I'm going to be doing that this time round. I did do the pineapple core, it had no effect on me, so I'm not doing that. So just prenatal vitamins, and as from today, the apple cider vinegar drink, and see if that helps. And just more relaxed. And I think, to be honest, what with the anaesthetic in my leg and the operation last week, and I had 10 mils of anaesthetic, and I was a little bit worried. They say it's diluted and it's safe, like for your dentistry and all of that. However, there is a very, very tiny chance that if you have a lot of it, it can maybe cause birth defects if it's around the fetal area in the first trimester. Well, it was up here, the operation, so I'm thinking it's fairly near all my ovaries and things, although it's in my leg and trunk of my leg, so it was on my mind. So perhaps it's God's way of saying, get over this for 2 weeks, then it's your time. That's what I'm thinking of. So yeah, day 2, I feel very upbeat. Although I'm on my period, I feel upbeat and ready to embrace cycle number 10. A lot of you have started cycle number 10 as well, but that's all I'm going to do different at the moment. So no OPKing until I feel niggles, apple cider vinegar, prenatal vitamins, and baby dancing when I like. Tell me what your journey's all about. Let me know what you think. Give me any advice. I can give you advice, and let's be friends on this journey. Definitely comment down below and join me on Instagram. Love you all, baby dust you all, and I will give you an update probably around a week's time or 2 weeks time and let you know how I'm going. Thank you all for watching, and remember to like and subscribe. See you later. Bye.